We are back. Welcome to 245 Sports. Myself, Dens, L Caps, and SB. How you doing, fellas?
I'm alright. I'm recovering, man. I'm recovering from the weekends.
Oh.
Onto Europa League this week. Unfortunately,
Yo, but I'm high, man. I'm high. I've been smoking that Arsenal grade pack, man. Smoking that thing, fam. Yo, Arsenal fans are talking before the game. Ah, minimum a draw. Yeah, man. You man came to Old Trafford. You got put in a draw, but we put you man in a spliff, smoked you, sent you back to North London, bro. Ah, man, satisfied. I went to Old Trafford. The atmosphere was crazy. Put Arsenal in a spliff.
So, yeah, there's only one place to start. Manchester United versus Arsenal, aka the 245 Derby.
Oh, man.
Myself and L Caps, Man United fans, SB Arsenal fan.
Arsenal lost.
well, like you start the breakdown. Then you start with the guy who went to
Arsenal
the
lost.
stadium. Start with the guy who went to the stadium. Tell us that.
So,
Tell us how
L
it was.
Caps, you're at the stadium. You took in the atmosphere. You can give us the full breakdown, the eye test, all of that.
Yo, the stadium, the atmosphere was just crazy. It was the maddest atmosphere I've experienced in a minute. And first of all, the Arsenal fans brought it. Like before the game started, they were just out here just chanting, singing. They let their presence be known, like, yo, we're here for this game. They believed that they were about to snatch our souls. They thought they was coming to our ground, our home to beat us. I don't know what they were smoking, but they had that belief in it. Arsenal fans brought it. They were loud, passionate. Yeah, it was good. And then the Man United fans were like, no, we can't be outside. We can't be out heard in our own ground. So that they started getting louder. Stretford then started, and it just started spreading through. So the crowd was rocking before kickoff. Like the atmosphere was just crazy. It was infectious. Like even if you didn't want to be there, you just felt it. And then yeah, like I think the players as well, the Man United players fed off the energy. Arsenal players, yeah, fed off it as well. It's such an intense atmosphere. It was just crazy. Like the first time both teams are meeting in a while where they're both good. Usually one team's poor and the other one's in a decent run of form. But this time we're both in a good run of form, and both supporters are expecting something. Arsenal fans thought they could beat us, and we thought we can stop them. So it was just one of them ones. It was a proper Arsenal Man United game, like back in the day. It just felt so good, man. Great game, great game, great game. I test Martin Odegaard sauce, bruv. That guy is wavy. I can't believe it. That guy is wavy. For me, he was the best player on the pitch. He was metronomic in terms of when he got going, Arsenal got going. That was the impact he was having. I have to give a big shout out to my guy, man. I've been partying for years, but McTom, yo, what? McTom looked decent, bruv.
Wow.
He's been unleashed. He doesn't have to carry the ball no more. Every time he got the ball, just pinging it, getting rid of it quick, putting in tackles. He was moving like a destroyer.
Or wrestler.
Wrestler, destroyer, did what he had to do, fam.
All the above, yeah.
Like Gabriel the suplex,
Fam, I said, get out of here, fam. This ain't the Favelas, fam.
German
This is
suplex.
Old Trafford, fam. Fam. McTom was moving good. Ericsson is a baller. With him, yeah. Bruv, I can't believe we got that guy for free. That was daylight robbery. We got him for, I can't believe it. He is our most vital player. If Ericsson gets injured, heaven forbid we're in trouble. Because with him, you've seen the impact he's had on guys like McTom. Ericsson's a ball carrier. He's allowing Bruno. He's given what's happened with Ericsson is that people being drawn in, and Bruno started getting more spaces to do what Bruno usually does. You can see Bruno starting to become a little bit better now, and this game encapsulated with that assist to Rashford. Ericsson was pulling a couple man. Bruno had a bit of space run outside boot pass to Rashidi, and then boom. Great game. Arsenal, possession-wise, they look better on the ball than United. Popping the ball around, very crisp movement. possession-wise, Arsenal were dominant, but in terms of chances taken, they didn't take their chances. Football was about taking your chances. We had 6 opportunities. We took our 50% efficiency. We won the game 3-1. Was it a 3-1 scoreline? Yes, because it wasn't like we was outplayed crazy. No, you lot just were better with ball possession. But did you do much of it? No. Defensive wise, Man United were very solid. Gabriel Jesus was a problem. He was given Varane and Martinez a bit of a problem, but they dealt with him eventually. Saka, I'm not a big fan of Saka, but he was given Malacia all could handle. He was, wow, Malacia looked like he was struggling, but that was the acid test that Malacia needed because Saka gave him trouble, but he came through at the end. He didn't get taken off. He held it down, and eventually, rounded off the game with a 6 out of 10 performance. Dalot looked good. Dalot is solid. Dalot is solid. He looked good, man. I was impressed. Yeah, I can't. Arsenal's defensive wise, Saliba. Well, what's that Saliba? Saliba, bruv. Get lost, bruv. Get lost. Get lost, bruv. Marcus Rashford snatched his soul, bruv. Rashidi, bruv. That's what you man should be chanting, bruv. The guy with the crisp hairline, Gabriel, got dominated as well. Made a couple of mistakes. Bruv, Gabriel, bruv. Yeah, man. Hairline's as good as his performance, bruv.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he got put in a spliff as well. Made a mistake for the 3rd goal, I believe, because Lokonga made a mistake for the 2nd one. So let me not take up too much time. But yeah, overall, Arsenal played well. I don't think Arsenal have anything to be ashamed of. They played well, but they just didn't take the chances. I know SP's going to be like, oh, what about the goal that my guy scored, Martinelli? Nah, man, Odegaard fouled Eriksen. That was a foul. Everyone was screaming foul. So yeah, that didn't count. Good finish, but I'm sorry. So yeah, to round off, I just want to say, yeah, man, that Arsenal loud pack, man. I don't encourage smoking, but smoke that Arsenal pack, man. It's good for your health, man. It's beneficial. Yeah. It's beneficial for your health, people. Smoke it, man. All week, bro. I want you lot to smoke that Arsenal pack. Yeah, because I'm smoking that pack, bro. I feel good. I feel lighter, bro. I can't believe it. I can see my chest. I feel good, bro. Yeah, man. That's all I got to say, man. I feel blessed. That Arsenal pack made me feel good. I feel lighter. Yeah, man. I just feel like a new person, man. You smoking on that Arsenal pack, fam. You're drinking on your tears.
SB, what was your thoughts in the game?
Boy. Well done to Man United. Well done to them. Well done to Ten Hag. Well done to Rashford. Give him his flowers this week. You know, it's been. I like the player Rashford, but he's been out of form for like, I don't know. It just hasn't been good. I can't say out of form. Just hasn't been good for like 2 years now. But I like the player. I was so nervous for the game because Arsenal, that's like our top 3 hardest fixture every single season. We've already won there about a handful of times in 20 years. Last win was the pandemic season. Discard that. Before that was maybe 2009. So
it was 2012. Nasri was doing the madness.
We won away at Old Trafford in 2012.
Yeah, around them times.
Almost 10 years ago then. So I'm saying, so we've won about 3 or 4 times in the last 20 years. So I wasn't expecting much, I'll be honest with you. I was confident going in because I know we off the back of 5 wins. I know we're going to pop the ball about. But when the game started, Man United were popping it. I was actually shocked. I was actually nervous a bit. But that period of possession didn't really result in any major chances being created. So we weathered the storm. We then got the disallowed goal for Martinelli. I thought it was a very, very soft foul to give. There's many instances where those goals have been given and played on. The referee on during the game didn't see it as a foul. He saw it. It wasn't like he missed anything. He saw everything and he gave it as a goal. But you know what they do in Old Trafford. You know what it is in Old Trafford. You know what it is in Manchester.
Man, we're smoking that Arsenal pack, bruv.
You know it's 13 players on the pitch, including the ref when you go Old Trafford. Maybe 15 now because of VAR van outside.
It don't matter, bruv. So yeah, man, just come prepared. But you said soft foul, yeah. But that means it's a foul. But
no,
it's soft.
I should have said.
You said it's soft.
it was very soft because I've seen many instances where other situations and goals are
But it was a
allowed.
foul. It was just a soft
No,
foul.
no. Because
You just said
the game
soft foul.
the game before,
Yeah.
Tielemans didn't get a foul when he clattered into a Brighton player and they scored a goal. So I don't know in it, but from that disallowed goal, we kicked on, started dominating possession. I like Ramsdale's distribution. Ramsdale was pressured, but then he was pinging it everywhere like a midfielder. We were playing out the back comfortably, building up possession. We were getting to growing into the game. We were playing some good football. Then we got a sucker punch with Anthony. That whole sequence, Gabriel went down to ground. If you're gonna go down to ground, you gotta take the man. If you can't get the ball, you gotta take the man. Gabriel's susceptible to doing those kind of things, and he's been at fault for a few goals back in the last season and started this season. So that's one to watch. I do like the player, but he has that in him. So I think there was other mistakes within that whole sequence, including Zinchenko, Lokonga. But I feel like if he didn't go to Grand Gabriel, he would have stood him up, and Bruno would have had to pass it out and start again. He would have survived another day. So Anthony goal, good finish, sucker punch, and then I was so distraught. But he kept on playing. Arsenal kept on playing football. Second half starts. To go into the half 1-0 down, second half starts. We started playing football again. We actually nick a goal back, sack a goal. I was happy. I thought we were going to kick on and go on and win the game. Start pushing ahead. Lokonga mistake. Counter attack, Rashford. Goal. We still kept on playing, and then Arteta made 3 subs, going for it with about 20 minutes to go. I get the intent. I get the intention. We all know the intention, but I feel it was a bit too premature, a bit too. I don't want to say he panicked, but I feel like the adrenaline was in him. He wanted to go win the game. He wanted to not lose the game at all. And I understand that mentality throughout the season is going to help us win a lot more games, but it was a bit too early, in my opinion. I feel like if we kept on doing what we were doing, it would have been fine. At least nick a draw, because we were dominating the possession and started to create some openings. So, and when we got brought 3-1, we actually changed the whole system. We were a bit disjointed. We didn't know where everybody was playing. There was more gaps for Man United to pass through. 3-1 game done, buried. Well done, Man United. But I feel positive from Arsenal perspective, that the way we played and the amount of chances we created and the confidence we actually played in the hostile environment, especially at United, is encouraging, because this is still a young team. People forget that with Lacazette up top last year, Xhaka, people like Cedric, they're all bringing up our age. We had the youngest team in the league last season. Now we've got Gabriel Jesus. He's younger than Lacazette, so our average age is even lower than what it was before. So we're still the youngest team in the league, and we're playing with that kind of confidence. But I would say I want more cutting edge from our front line. We should have scored more goals. Especially Odegaard. Odegaard's bossing it, but he had a chance, not for tapping, but at least get the shot on target. From a United perspective, well, let me finish with Arsenal. One more point. I feel that if you continue doing that, we're going to win a hell of a lot of games. So I'm confident and I'm happy with the performance. From a United perspective, this tactics really works against Liverpool. It's not working again against many big teams where you defend low and hit them on the counter. I just don't feel it's repeatable for the other games. So you see how it goes. But well done to United. I can't throw shade on you lot. You lot did what you had to do and win the game.
I think the third goal was a bit of a naive tactical decision from Arteta, because when Ronaldo came on, immediately you could see Arsenal's backline pushed up. And I think Ten Hag kind of outsmarted Arteta there, because you lot were used to Rashford's pace and behind, so you were a bit deeper. When Ronaldo came on, immediately Arteta said, okay, cool, got him. I'm going to push up now, I'm going to press him high. And then what did we do? Just broke behind with Rashidi for the third one. So I think that one was a bit of a naive tactical judgment from Arteta, because pushing up with Rashford still on the pitch when he's causing you problems with his speed, just because you think Ronaldo's a focal point now, it's still a bit naive. So Arsenal played well. You have nothing to be ashamed of. But yeah, man, you still got smoked, bruv. Came Old Trafford and got put in a spliff.
Well, great points from both of you. Yeah, great game overall. First half, Man United came out well, started well. And then Arsenal got into the game. Great finish from Anthony for his goal. That's the way to make his debut. Anthony.
Yo, when he scored, my body lagged. I was so happy, I started lagging, but I was like, fam, I couldn't control myself. I was like, yo, why am I not moving? I had an asthma attack halfway through, but I was so happy, bro. My favela Donny, bro. City of God, that's where we got him from.
Yeah, great way to make an impact and introduce yourself to the fans in the Prem. But yeah, first off, we got a goal. Saka was giving Malacia problems all game, especially in the first half. But you can see his tenacity. Like, he was getting beaten, but he was up for the challenge. So I like the attitude that I saw from him. Great game from Eriksen overall. He's becoming the heartbeat of the team in terms of, well, excuse the pun.
I was going to I was out here got that Tony Stark in his chest.
Yeah, I have to give myself a what for that one.
Wow.
He's becoming a very important part of the team in terms of the defense going to him and him getting the ball to attacking players in good positions. So I'm glad to see the development of Christian Eriksen. Whether that can last all season, I don't know. We'll see. But second half, 1-1, good finish from Saka. And then Arsenal started to get more control of the game. Man United's midfield was struggling to get a foothold on the game. And then, mistake from Lukonga, 2-1. Arteta panicked. He was trying to do his best Pep impression by doing some mad tactical switch, but it didn't work out. Ended up backfiring because Arsenal were a bit confused on what to do. We ended up capitalizing 3-1. And that was the game. So good game overall for Man U. I just want to ask one question. Do you think Man United's team right now has surpassed the levels of Prime Oli? Remember, Prime Oli finished third and second in the league, Europa League semi-final. Have Man United right now surpassed that level?
I must say no. Only on the basis of the fact that more players in form. I don't feel everybody's in form right now. I feel like you're playing on. How do I explain this? You're tactically you're better, but I don't feel the players are on form or have that they're shooting beats on. Like Rashford for Oli certain seasons, he had like 20 goals. Martial still doing his thing. Pogba, even though he was injured, still doing his thing. He was playing on the right back then. He played on the right.
Young. And Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's first season where he was good.
On the right wing, though. He played on the right wing for Oli.
Right wing for Oli was...
Wasn't Dan James.
It was Green Goblin.
Oh, the guy who shall not be named. You still had
Green
him,
Goblin.
so like... I feel like now you're playing it as more as a unit, but I don't feel, you have as much a threat going forward, I would say. So I wouldn't rank them ahead. No, I wouldn't rank this current team ahead. No, but as a unit, you're way better.
Okay.
It's too early. It's still 6 games, but potentially, yeah. Defensively, we're more solid. We're just a lot more solid. Harry Maguire's a fraud. When he came on,
oh my god, that performance, that disaster pass in 10 minutes. He was a. How'd you get a yellow card in the first challenge?
I couldn't believe it. He came on, and I froze. I was like, nah, kind of use this, bro. I thought Pogba banged one on me. It was mad. Nah, the guy's a criminal. Defensively, we're just so much better with Varane and Martinez, and with Malacia as well. It's just a unit. Them man take pride in what they do. Yeah. You see them high-fiving each other. Even Delo feeding off that energy. He's rejuvenated. Delo looks good. That unit is solid. It's like they've got this. When you watch them, it's like, this is us. We do us. You man do your thing, but this is us.
Yeah.
So defensively, we're a lot better than under Oli. As SB was saying, tactically, we're a lot better. You can see for the first goal, the way we played football, every single player got a touch for that Anthony goal. That was football. We don't do that under Oli. Under Oli was very vibes cartel. It's just pass it to Bruno.
Bruno
Inshallah,
shoot.
he does something.
Yeah.
Bruno will spam shots, or Bruno first season, he was doing a madness, getting them assists. So in terms of in midfield, I think we are more compact. We're more solid than midfield. With Pogba, he was just too inconsistent. Pogba's ability in terms of his peak is higher than Eriksen, but Eriksen's a lot more consistent. It gives us a more consistent feel to the midfield. You've got man like McTominay, he looks rejuvenated. He's got less pressure on him. He's just moving like a destroyer, just clearing and passing it quickly out of his feet. So potentially, because we haven't seen the best of Anthony. Tony Martial has been injured, and we've got Sancho in. So it's one of them ones. I think potentially, ask me this question in 15 games time, then I'll be better informed. But once Anthony settles in, I reckon we've got more. I think, we're better, because I think when he finished second, Liverpool had injuries. And when we finished third, Liverpool and City ran away, but Chelsea were moving mad. Arsenal were moving mad. So, I just think it's too early to tell. But potentially, we're better.
Just a quick one before we move on. I asked that question because I'm seeing a lot of talk like we're back. I'm saying, it's exciting time, but let's relax, because in my opinion, we can't say that we passed Oli levels. So let's relax. But
I wouldn't say we're back.
Yeah.
I'd say we're building.
Yeah.
And also, one last point. The way you won the last couple of games, they weren't convincing. You got the 1-0 lead and then kind of didn't do much after that. So, it takes time.
I wouldn't say not convincing. I just think we struggle to close teams out. In terms of, as a unit, we were compact. We didn't look like we was going to concede. It's just that we just couldn't close teams out. So, we just need to work on closing them out. And that's what happened with Arsenal. We got them opportunities and a lot more clinical. So hopefully that's going to be... Palace will be a test, and we'll see.
Is it away?
Yeah, Palace away.
On to the next game. Let's go with Aston Villa, Man City. 1-1. Your thoughts on the game?
Let me do a quick one on the Man City. Man City, Aston Villa. Man City are quality side. Quality. Haaland.
Again.
Haaland. 10 goals in 6 games?
Let me stop you. SB, let me get onto you, fam. Remember when we was doing the top scorer prediction year? I said he could get 30. And you're like, 30? Huh? Nah, fam. I told you, bruv.
My hands are up.
Man, put them up, bro.
I apologize.
Please, because I said that, fam. I said Haaland. I said, check the preview. I said Haaland's a bad guy. I said his mentality is different. That community shield wasn't going to rattle him. And what's he done? 10 and 6. Yeah, fam.
You know what I love about Haaland is that all his finishes are like, the ones with the feet at least, are all emphatic. They're all like he wants to break the net. Like he wants to just destroy the keeper.
They're
clean quality technique and the strikes. He's got the aerial threat as well. He's got the poaching threat as well. He doesn't need to touch the ball much, but Man City are so much more potent with him. I would say with City, they dominated the game. They probably should have won more. They probably should have won the game. So there's no real alarm bells with City. What they do is going to happen again and again. They're probably going to win 9 times out of 10 if they play that game 10 times. So Aston Villa, nice resurgence from them. They played well against Arsenal last game, and they did well. They did well to get back into the game. VAR disallowed a goal for them, which should have been a goal. Coutinho's finish. How do you give that offside? It doesn't go to VAR.
Yeah, that was terrible.
And then I think he went to VAR. Actually, he went to VAR, and he still disallowed it.
No, because Coutinho's finish wasn't a goal, wouldn't have counted because the referee blew for offside, and then you see City's players stop, and then he scored. So that wouldn't have counted because the referee blew the whistle before he scored.
Did they play a stop though? I thought everyone continued playing in the back line at least.
The back line stopped. You can see he jumped past the first one, and then the second defender stopped, and then he shot.
Fair enough.
So that one, the defenders actually just stopped for the whistle.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. I thought everyone played on, but
no, they stopped.
But that wasn't offside.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But it's saying that it's no alarm bells for City over here. I feel they're still going to win the league. Haaland might get 35. So, but we'll see. Also, one last thing. I actually saw this on Twitter. I didn't really think about it, but Phil Foden goes under the radar. Yeah, that guy doesn't do much, and he couldn't beat Ashley Young playing right back. How many times did he beat Ashley Young? Not really.
I think because he was playing on the left. If he played on the right, I think he would have more opportunities to beat Ashley Young. But you can't take him on the outside. So,
do you feel Foden has been playing that well the last 6 months?
I think he has. He scored a couple game winners. He's got a couple vital assists. I've seen him show up. Maybe like these first couple of games, he could have done a bit better in terms of his decision making. But I think if he plays on the right, he'll do better.
Okay. I'm watching Foden from now on. I'm watching him.
But yeah, just a quick one on the game. Like SB said, Man City dominated the game. They should have won the game. To me, they're playing. It's like they have a mentality. It's like, we got Haaland. You know, we'll mess around. We'll get a goal. You know, we'll just get intense, and then when we want to score a goal, we'll just get the ball to Haaland in the box. He'll score. So they're not playing with a real intensity or a real urgency. That's what I'm seeing from Man City, because they should have scored at least 3 goals. They went 1-0 up. And yeah, they were creating chances, but it's like they weren't taking Aston Villa seriously. And yeah, Aston Villa got the equaliser from Bailey, and they could have won the game. Aston Villa could have got a smash and grab and won the game, but ended up a draw. But Man City, they need to fix their attitude. They have got Haaland who can just score at any time, but you can't just keep relying on him and thinking you can just not play well and win every game. That's not going to happen in the Premier League.
But you know the thing with City, every start of the season, they don't start that well. Surprisingly, this season, this has been a really good start for them, better than even last year, the year before that. It's just that when you get to like just before Christmas, from like October to December, they win like 10 games in a row. They're gearing up still. And to be fair to them, the chances and the goal Aston Villa scored, it wasn't like Aston Villa cut them wide open. It was a really good finish from Bailey. Like it was top quality stuff from them. So if they'll get cut wide open, I'd be a bit more worried for them. But I still feel like they're playing within themselves, but they're going to start gearing up, I feel.
Yeah.
I think City just doing City stuff, isn't it? Not playing great, but winning and getting results. And that's the mark of a champion, really. Haaland, like I said, I feel vindicated, man. I feel like a proud dad, man, because I said Haaland, it's about that life. www.aboutthatlife.com/Haaland. Go on his website. I've been preaching that guy, man. It's about that life. His finish was great. The ball into the box by De Bruyne was sensational. And then the leap and the connection, looks like a tapping, but that jump, he jumped mad high.
Yeah.
And it was a clean connection as well. Like as we were saying, his finishes are just so clean. It's mad. And then obviously that Jamaican Bailey, man, whacked it. Yeah, that was a clean finish as well. I don't have much to say about that game. Good game. City. The only thing I have to say about City is I feel like they're a bit more vulnerable defensively. They're starting to concede a lot. Have they kept a clean sheet? I think only Bournemouth they kept a clean sheet. When they won.
Do you remember that the Palace game they played when they won 4-2?
Yeah, the 2-0 down.
They conceded what was a corner and like an own goal. So it wasn't like they got cut wide open. That's what I'm thinking with City.
But look at Newcastle, 43.
I hear you. Newcastle are good though, but I hear you. I still feel when we're saying City are conceding too much, I feel like it's not really repeatable. Like they're not conceding, they're not cut wide open. The defenders are still good. They're not getting dribble past. They're not. You see what I'm trying to say? It's from like corners or a top bins finish. That's how you have to get goals against City. Something
With
extraordinary.
City, there's some. I don't know. There's just. I don't know what it is, but I think maybe they're just bored. They're not motivated because there's just something not right about them right now. They're winning and they're getting results, but it's just they're there to be caught for me.
I think. Do you know what I think? With Pep, he sets his teams up so they get into gear, like SB said, towards like Christmas time. Because even pre-season, they didn't play that many games. They even had that friendly with Barcelona. So I think it's purposely set up by Pep just to get into the season and then get into like their peak form towards December.
I hear you. Yeah, man. City did what City had to do in it to get that draw. Let's just move on in it to the. I want to talk about Ivan Source.
Boy, Ivan Toney.
Yo. Brentford 5, Leeds 2. Hold that L, Leeds. Oh, I hate Leeds, man. Hate them. They need to go back to the Championship where they belong. And Brentford came. I don't like Brentford either, man. They piped us 4-0, man. That hurt. But Toney. Ivan Toney. Nah, we need to give up to that guy, man. I never knew he had free kicks in his locker. Yo, the scramble for Toney at the end of the season is going to be crazy. Because he wants to leave Brentford. He knows Brentford ain't his level.
Brentford are going to be like 100 mil, please. 90 mil, please. He ain't going nowhere.
They'll probably pay it. Have you seen the madness he's doing right now?
Yeah, I think after Kane, it's him. He's the best English striker. So
yeah, he's moving mad.
I just got a feeling he won't go World Cup though. That's the problem, too.
It'll be mad if he doesn't, because who else is going to be there apart from Kane? It's not Vardy. Vardy's retired. You're not going to put
Tammy
Abraham.
Yeah.
Nah, man. You have to put Ivan.
To be honest, right now, Abraham is the second choice. I say that because he's already been in the squad.
That's the thing. That's
how
the thing. Southgate does.
That's what Southgate does. It's like Tyrone Mings. There's other centre-backs that are better than Tyrone Mings, but because he's been in and around the squad and Gareth Southgate knows his personality, he's more likely to pick him than say someone like a Webster or a Dunk or a Max Kilman.
And also,
Southgate's a criminal, man.
Also, with the Maguire stuff, like Maguire can have 10 disaster classes going into the international break, but because he never messed up for England, he's still going to play for England. You see what I'm saying? That's why I can see Toney not getting in. He should get in, but I won't be surprised if he doesn't get in. But Toney's a top quality player. He's got everything. Everything.
If he doesn't get in, it's criminal, because he's got bags of ability. He's got a bit of pace. He's got strength. He can assist. He can score. Everything you need from a number 9, he gives you.
Everything.
Toney, bro. Well, hardly if Man United had Toney, yeah, it'd be a wrap. Chicken cottage wrap, bro. It'd be a wrap. Oh, man, Toney. Ivan Source. Brentford, yeah, good game. Free kick for Saucy. The third goal that when he took it, the lob. Oof. So yo, this guy's
the composure,
cold.
The technique.
Yo,
even the thought to do that. Like I'm just gonna do that.
And the things you can see it coming. When he cut the first defender, he's like, I saw what was coming, and he still did it. Execution was perfect. Yeah,
he's got confidence.
Bueno's good. I like Bueno.
Yeah.
Him and Toney got that link up. I like him. Good finish, and then what's the name? Wissa. Yeah. Nice little finish for the 5th. Yeah, Brentford look good. Leeds, I don't think Leeds are poor, but it's just Brentford is very clinical. What do you do about a penalty and a free kick like that as well? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to big up Ivan Toney, really. Don't really care about the game. Just wanted to advertise Toney because he needs that respect on his name. We need to put some respect on that guy's name, bro. Ivan Source, my goodness.
Yeah.
That third one, was beautiful.
Wow, that third goal? I'm telling you. Free kick. I like his penalty taking style as well. Composure 99.
99, bro.
I don't know if he could do that. You know what? The way he carries himself, I think he can do that on the big stage.
I agree too. I got a question. What team in the top 6, in the big 6, would he suit the most?
United.
I'm going Liverpool. That front line. Or Man City. Liverpool. Maybe Liverpool the most.
No, his off the ball movement. Like they need someone more dynamic.
Yeah. I can't see him. I think United. Maybe I'm biased, but United. Because he can.
I would say Chelsea.
Nah. Maybe Chelsea needs someone like him, yeah.
Because it's not like they play like a quick counter-attacking style. I think he would suit Chelsea.
Yeah. I think he would too, actually, thinking about it now.
He would work at Chelsea, but I think United because like he's got that passing ability, get people into the game. Because him and his link up with Bueno is like that, where they feed off each other. He's always assisting and linking them up. And imagine he's got runners. He's got man like Anthony on the right, Sanchez on the left. Yo, man.
This is why I said Liverpool, Diaz and Salah, but it's okay. Let's move
I'm being biased, man.
But yeah, let's move to the Merseyside derby. Everton 0, Liverpool 0.
The most boring derby in the whole of the UK.
That was a decent game.
I thought it was a good game.
It was a good game. I'm saying historically, it's not a good game because Liverpool always win. So it's the most boring derby in the whole of the UK. But let me say a few bits on that. So Liverpool haven't started the season well. Liverpool were expected to win. Liverpool had the pressure to win and perform in the derby. What I will say is that Liverpool look a bit. I don't know how to explain it. They look. I don't want to say they look bad at all levels. They just don't look like solid in defense. They don't look solid in defense. They don't look threatening in attack. Midfield is old. They're trying, but it's still a good team. They've still got threat. Salah has got the burden of trying to create for everybody.
Salah's a belly dancer.
I feel like Salah has been a bit quieter because he has to create for everybody. But to be fair, he's been quiet for a long time, and I feel like they really need him in build up, especially if you don't play Bobby Firmino, he's going to link up with everybody. Darwin Núñez ain't going to do that. Núñez is like a poacher, someone that can stretch the back line. I'm just not really impressed with him. I feel like midfield isn't that great. But they've got a load of injuries too. I like the addition of Arthur. When Thiago comes back, we'll see how it looks. But for now, they're not looking that great. I was really impressed with the Everton performance. They actually got a good first 11, I would say. And I thought they should have won the game. The VAR ruled out a goal for them, which I thought that should have stood as well.
No, that was offside, man.
Nah, Conor Cody. I saw the lines. I swear the lines.
Nah, them lines on social media were Everton biased, man. Them man were drawing different lines, bro. He was definitely
propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was Everton propaganda, man. Because I saw the lines, I'm like, bro, the angle you man got this from you man definitely photoshopped him to move him like a yard back because he was off, man.
But it was one of the closer derbies, Merseyside derbies in a while. Everton put it on Liverpool a bit, and I feel they couldn't nick a goal. I do like their team, Everton. I don't feel Lampard is a good manager, but they got good centre backs, Conor Cody and Tarkowski, good solid Premier League centre backs. They're not mugs anymore. Amadou Onana, good. It wasn't his debut, but good performance. Iwobi in midfield. Neil Maupay is not good. He should have scored his chance.
That goal, that chance, yeah.
He should have buried that, and that's why Everton got rid of him. Not Everton, Brighton got rid of him.
I don't know why.
From when Brighton are get rid of you, and their team with no money, and they need to stay in the league. That's not good.
Like I question some of Lampard's signings, like Maupay. You could have got.
How is Brighton picking Danny Welbeck over you?
I think they signed Maupay for when he plays Arsenal because that's the only time Maupay turns up.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just realized it's because Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I guess they want him to be the main man, and then Maupay can be the sidekick.
I mean, Anthony Gordon is looking decent.
Yeah, I really like him, a top quality player. Anthony Gordon was their best player, and I actually do feel Anthony Gordon can play for a big team. If he went to Chelsea, that would have been a good move for him. But you'll see how it goes. But moving forward, Liverpool need to get their act together. I feel like, especially now with the run of games coming up with Champions League this week starting, and they've still got a lot of injuries, they will get top four. It just, I don't know where they'll, maybe second, third, or fourth, but yeah, they're still a great team. Still got good players, good manager, but it's not looking good for them right now.
Yeah, no, for me, I didn't see it. I thought Liverpool looked good. They had ample opportunities. Pickford was man of the match. End of the day, it was Pickford versus Firmino. They were peppering him. He was just making bare saves. So another day, Pickford didn't play like that, and Liverpool win about 3-0. So yeah, Liverpool, they've got bare injuries. The midfield is old. When man like Milner's still there, that Henderson, that fraud is still hanging about. When Thiago comes back, they're going to be all right. The thing with Liverpool is that they're missing Mane. They're missing Mane. They're a different team without Mane, and that's what
Can I
people
say
don't
one
want to.
thing quick? Sorry.
Yeah, no,
What do is Diaz? He's good. Is he threatening enough? Is he getting enough goals? He can pull one out of the bag, but he's not mine. I feel he's consistently a
he's
goal
not.
threat like Mane.
Mane is just everything. He just encapsulated. He was the kind of player that encapsulated what Liverpool was about. He's just industrious. Everything. He gets dirty with the defending. He can defend. He can link up play, create goals, score. He's just everything. He was their best player. Salah was the source on top. Salah was the guy that would get the goals and occasionally pull something out of the ordinary. But Mane was the main guy, and they got rid of that. So they're definitely missing Mane. Van Dijk is looking a bit shaky, moving a bit mad, but I think he had a decent game the other day. Looked a bit more composed, like the normal Van Dijk. Everton played all right. Morpay should have finished that goal, but I think they're kind of lucky that they got a draw, to be honest, because Pickford was getting peppered, and he ended up getting man of the match. So Liverpool will be all right, man.
Yeah, great. First of all, great game from Pickford. Like El Caps mentioned, if it wasn't for him, 3-0 easily. But yeah, good game. Everton had their chances. They could have won the game. Liverpool, there's something off with them this season. I think their midfield. That's the biggest issue with them this season. Mane, of course, Mane is a big loss. But for me, it's the midfield. They needed to have addressed it in the summer. I did say it in the previous show, they need a body midfield. They didn't get it. But prime Liverpool, their midfield, it kind of protected their back four in terms of the pressing and the intensity. It's like the ball never got to the back four. Their back four never got tested because of the midfield. And the midfield was also able to get their forward players in good position to score. So their midfield was key in terms of when Liverpool were at their peak. So now their midfield, they've got injuries and players have got older. So I think that's why we're seeing Liverpool decline a little bit. So they need to refresh. I think they're waiting to get Bellingham. Well, they're waiting to get Bellingham next summer. That's why they didn't get anyone this summer. But that's flop. That backfired. They needed to get someone in. So Liverpool, they'll be okay. Top two, that might be a stretch. Top four, they'll be fine. But they need to figure out another way of playing, I think, because the way they're playing now, something's not clicking. It's not working. And I will say Luis Diaz, I rate him. I think he's a very good player. I think he is a goal threat. He hit the post. He was unlucky. Every game that I've seen him play, he's looked to go for it. He's either scored or he's had a great opportunity to score. Whether that will convert to like 20 goals over the whole season, we'll see. But from what I've seen, he's a good threat. He's a goal threat, and he creates chances as well. So I've liked what I've seen from him. But yeah, they are missing Mane as well.
Yeah, and Liverpool hopefully they continue, man. But top four battle's going to be interesting, man, because there's no one clearly, apart from City, who do you think is going to finish second?
Spurs, yeah, it's either Spurs, Arsenal, or Liverpool right now. We can't. It's hard to say which one.
Would you put United in there?
No,
Because you say Arsenal, but we just touched Arsenal. You say Liverpool, we beat Liverpool.
Man United are too reliant.
Context matters. Context matters in that.
It's a new manager bounce, and two, we're over reliant on our good players like
On the counter-attacking
Ericsson.
too.
Yeah, Ericsson. We're relying on Rashford to score goals. I don't think that's a reliable source of consistent goals.
Martial's due to come back. The January
Martial to
transfer
come
window.
Who?
No.
Martial.
Don't who? No, bro. Fix your voice, bro. Do you know who you're talking about? As Tony Martial, bro. Black glove. Do you know who that is, fam? Nah, fam. Wait, who? That's my guy, bro. Tony Martial. When he comes back
As for all
here,
the injuries, yeah. As for the injuries,
fam, nah, bro. Ice Tony, bro. You're
He's
lucky
saying
to play against you, man, bro. You would have got
had is
6,
the
bro.
ice and ice mafia.
You would have held 6 if Ice was about, bro. We better thank Allah, bro, that he wasn't about, bro. You might would have held 6, fam. Ice Martial, I was out here icing his knees or his ankles or his thighs or whatever the hell he's got now. He had a top 4 contender, but it'll be interesting. Another contender, Chelsea, they got a win over West Ham 2-1.
Yeah,
that wasn't. Let me go into that game. Watch that game. The first half, they struggled to get anything going. They had no shots on target in the first half. West Ham didn't go there to play football. They went there to literally park the bus. They matched them up formation-wise. They favored it back. And Antonio was basically playing DM destroyer, wrestler, word to McTominay. That's what Antonio was playing. West Ham nicked a goal on the goal. I think it was from a corner or cross, but what West Ham was enjoying, it was the counter attacking. They were kind of putting it on Koulibaly and Thiago and Fofana on the counter attack in the second half. Yeah, that openings there, and they nicked a goal, and Chelsea went all out attack basically, and they got the 2 goals eventually to win the game. Chelsea, it was good resilience shown from Chelsea. I just don't feel it was a great performance. I feel like Chelsea teams in years back would have finished off West Ham easily. But we'll see how it goes with Chelsea. I'm still not convinced about Chelsea, and they go for it. And the whole attack really, they played Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek played well, but again, West Ham didn't really go there to play football. They went there just to defend. And to be honest, they should have been a draw because that last goal shouldn't have been disallowed. Again, certain teams get the call, certain teams don't. You see again and again.
Yeah, just a quick one on the game. Like SB said, Chelsea, they don't really look convincing to me. West Ham, I thought they paid Chelsea a bit too much respect. I think Chelsea are there for the taking. That midfield were Conor Gallagher and Loftus-Cheek. I don't think that's
Conor Gallagher got hooked quick. Boy, that's Denz. That was your boy. He's not good. He's not a good player.
Boy, yeah.
He's a mid-table player. But anyway, go on.
He is. Yeah, so I think they should have been more brave. But yeah, nicked the goal, tried to defend. Kudos to Chelsea for coming back. But Mendy, he got life again. We've been talking about Mendy, this guy. He got life again. I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, he needs to fix up or Kepa's going to be taking his place.
Like you said, Mendy, he bust case because that disallowed goal by West Ham, that should have been allowed. VAR again. Because Mendy pushed the ball straight into a danger area and then they capitalized and then they're trying to say Bowen fouled him or whatever. That was ball jive. That should have been 2-2. West Ham didn't deserve it. So, yeah, you could say Chelsea deserved to get that VAR luck because on the base of the performance, West Ham shouldn't have got nothing out of that game. So it would have been harsh for them to get a point out of that game. But they were robbed. So it's a bit catch-22. But yeah, no, that was... Chelsea did what Chelsea had to do, got a lucky VAR decision. And yeah, VAR has been the topic of the weekend. Chelsea, Arsenal, City game, 3 games already, and then even Newcastle as well, VAR. So yeah, like I said, VAR has been the topic of the Newcastle game versus Palace, 0-0. But VAR was there.
Yeah, they need to fix it because you'd think it would improve the game, but yeah, the issues that they're having, yeah, it's unacceptable. They need to fix it as soon as possible.
I
But
feel
what
like
do you think of the
VAR.
Newcastle goal?
Oh, sorry, go on, go on.
The Newcastle goal when Tyreek Mitchell got the own goal, but then was ruled out for a push.
Yeah, I think it was a bit soft. They were a bit unfortunate. I don't think that goal should have been disallowed. Personally, yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, that was another error from the VAR.
I feel VAR takes away too many goals, takes away too much excitement, takes away too much joy from the game. I would say because the way I celebrated for the Martinelli goal yesterday, mate, the whole neighborhood heard me. Just to get my balloon popped at that with the VAR decision. I thought it takes me too much. Why should I celebrate if it's going to go to VAR?
You say that, yeah, but if you're the team that benefits from the decision, yeah, the way I celebrated when they said disallowed, that excitement was there. I was like, yo, thank you, God.
Overall,
Fam,
I don't feel we should be taking away goals away from the game, especially with the very close ones, especially them offsides that are like by millimeters, by pixels, like the Isak goal against Liverpool.
Oh man, even I was watching that. Even I got excited when I saw that.
It just what
I was saying,
I
"Come on,
swear,
man."
I think that I swear, but a naked eye you couldn't even tell.
No,
So what's the point if the naked eye can't tell? We're playing a game with our brain, our natural ability. So why can't we judge it on our natural ability? Why should the computer come in and just say it's
it's a
a
difficult
pixel
conversation because
offside?
there's literally millions riding these decisions. So it's like it's difficult because if you leave it completely to human error, then it's gonna be like referees might get shot because you're like, right, you cost my millions back. So there's too much riding on these games to leave it complete to human judgment. But then again, VAR hasn't really proven to rectify these decisions either. But yeah, no,
But like
one
when
of the
it's that
games as well.
close, when it's that close, it shouldn't be overruled by VAR. I feel if it's that close, like we all
I
know what
hear you.
offside is. We know what it is. We don't need a computer to tell us if it's offside or not.
Nah, you know, I hear you. I hear
Especially when
you.
it's that close. If it was further, if it was a bit more obvious, blatant, I'll get it. But yeah,
With VAR, there's just the argument can go on and on because as a conceding team, you'd argue that it's even if it's close as offside, offside is offside. The rules are the rules. So it's one of them like should we disregard the rules because of the enjoyment of the game? It's one of them ones. Okay, the game is okay. We're allowing goals that would be ruled as offside slightly for the game's progression, but then because you're trying to make the game more enjoyable, you're costing me millions because that one goal could be the difference between relegation and staying up.
and even the
So
betting market and things like that too.
yeah, so it's one of them ones is proper techie. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, quickly, yeah, just before we finish, Spurs Fulham 2-1, Sugarcane bagged again.
again,
Yo,
yeah.
even Mitrovic, your guy.
Do you see his goal?
Oh,
Bam!
great finish.
Techers.
Mitrovic
Yeah,
is a problem, you know. Even the way he bullied Gabriel. Gabriel when Fulham played Arsenal, he bullied Gabriel. Gabriel gets bullied by nobody, and Mitrovic bullied him.
yeah.
Got bullied by Rashidi.
But yeah, Spurs another W. They keep winning without playing particularly well again. So Spurs, they're looking a threat. They're looking a threat this season.
I
Definitely.
just don't see it though for them. I feel like this playing style, Conte style, eventually you're gonna come out unstuck. When you get to the winter months where it's proper cold, the sun is still shining in London, so it just feels like them home games are a bit. It's like 10% easier every home game, especially when the sun is shining. When you get to the winter months, yeah, where it's just freezing cold and you're not as fluid and dynamic, you're just not. I just don't. I just feel like they're gonna come unstuck. From that when you start having midweek Premier League games, when the game is not televised, someone's just gonna go park the bus because they can't be bothered because there's the third game in a week. Like if Newcastle is gonna go to, for example, to Whitehall, Tottenham Stadium, and park the bus, and they're gonna come unstuck because they're not that creative. They nick a goal, they defend, they counter attack, they nick a goal, and they got quality players. So I just don't feel it's that sustainable. One injury, and I think they're out of it.
It'll be interesting. I want to see them play Arsenal and
No,
City, and then
no.
yeah,
I don't want to see that.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by Spurs, but they're doing what they have to do. That's the best thing I can say about them. Like, do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Son still not scoring. I think it's a good sign because he's not scoring and they're still winning. But I think Conte needs to look at benching him because
Richarlison played.
Richarlison played, got an assist. Kulu didn't deserve to get benched because he's been playing well. So I think he's got a decision to make there because Kulu's not going to be happy because he's played well and he's being benched for a player that hasn't scored or has made
Son's
it.
purple patch. He's a purple patch player, man. He's gonna hit that purple patch and move mad. But yeah, Spurs 2-1, good win. Quick roundup: Forest 2, Bournemouth 3. Bournemouth finally picked up a win after sacking the drippiest
You
manager.
got rid of your boy, SB. What happened to your boy?
Bro, I need to know where that cardigan's from, though. That's all I want to know.
Fam,
He got it from a time machine. He went back to 2009 and
yo,
got it from Burton.
I went back to sixth form, bro. I said, yo, cardigan gang. Nah, man. Well done, Bournemouth, for finally picking up a win. What are the other results? Wolves 1, Southampton 0.
Finally, Wolves won.
Finally, yeah, they ain't won since April 2021.
I watched that game.
What? 2022, you mean?
2022. They wanted them. These were they wanted a minute, man.
I watched that game. They were fortunate. They're not as good as I thought, you know.
Wolves are not good.
They're not good. I don't know what it is, but all those quality players, but they can't put it together for some reason. Maybe it's the manager, but yeah, there's something off with Wolves. They should be better than what they are.
Honestly, they should bring back Nuno. Just a quick
They
one.
should.
Bring him back.
They should.
It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens with Wolves. And last game, remember I said, yeah, this manager was a fraud. Brighton 5, Leicester 2. I said Rodgers was a fraud. I said it.
You might have to pull one out for Brendan Rodgers. You got to pull one out, man. You got to pull one out for Brendan Rodgers.
Fam, the guy's a war criminal.
He don't want to be there. Half the team don't want to be there. Vardy's retired.
Exactly.
No. He's a criminal, but it's his fault. He's crap. He came out and said, yeah, this defeat was on. He's like, yeah, it was on you. Who else is it? But I'm ready to dance on his grave, bro. He's crap.
You know, I also saw on Twitter, I saw Leicester about to announce £119 million loss, the biggest loss in the whole of the Premier League for their last financial year. They're broke. They need the money, so it might be. And also, Tielemans is going to go for free, and that's probably the biggest asset right now. So yeah.
It's crazy what's happening with Leicester, but yeah.
Can I just mention one thing? SB, you did say that Leicester will finish above Man U this season.
There's still time. Only on the basis of the facts.
There's still time.
I'll take the L, but only the caveat of if they sell for Farm and Tielemans and bring in players. I trust their recruitment because they recruit well. Then I'll say, but they haven't had the opportunity to do that.
You say they recruit well, but the last couple of signings ain't been great.
They recruit. They're still good core.
Generally, they recruit well, but
I think Daka's decent. He scored. I think they should pour one out for Vardy because he's done.
He's been done for like 2 years though. He's been done.
They should prioritize Patson Daka. I think they should play him more.
Kelechi and Iheanacho as well.
And Iheanacho as well.
He's good. But you know, they got touched up. Graham Potter. We need to put man. We need to rate Graham Potter, man.
McAllister though. He sees goals.
Yeah. That disallowed goal. Oh my.
Who these dons? Even it's Caicedo, quality player.
Yeah.
Liverpool gonna snatch him up.
But I saw they won like 80 mil for Caicedo. No way.
Fam. United could have had him for 4.
Yeah.
If I think about it,
everyone could have had him. Everybody could have had him.
It's peak, but no, Graham Potter, we need to give it, like, because all these English managers, Lampard, Gerrard, yeah, man, Graham Potter's a real deal. That cardigan wearing bandit that got sacked. Potter's a real deal, man. We need to give it up for him, man.
One of my biggest nights. So go on.
he done it the hard way as well. He went abroad, went international to learn his craft. That's why I give him respect. I don't think Gerrard, Lampard, these men, they will never do what Graham Potter done. So that's why Graham Potter is a better manager than both of them.
100%. Both of them put together.
He's a better manager than they'll ever be as well.
Yeah. Because them men have been spoon-fed because of their legacies, because they were Premier League dons. Exactly. In terms of players, they were dons, but they've been spoon-fed.
Graham Potter, he got it from the mud.
One of my biggest fears is Potter going Tottenham. I'll have nightmares for 100 nights, man. If he goes Spurs,
it's long. Because they'll be playing champagne football as well.
Yeah, and they got the team to play champagne football.
And top of that, you know what's underrated with Potter? He knows how to get the right players. All their players are not expensive, but they're all techie. They're all good.
Yeah,
and they can run, they can dribble, they can shoot. He knows how to identify a player.
You say that, but then if he goes to a bigger team here, then the challenge becomes: we know you got money, so can you now bring in them kind of players that he wants?
I think it'd be easier. It'd be easier for him.
Can he bring in a level of, because as soon as say he goes Spurs, okay, you got money, Premier League top 6, negotiations becomes a bit harder now. Oh, Tottenham wants this player, that's another 20 million top. So it'll be interesting to see.
I hear what you're saying, but I know he can identify good talent.
And definitely, he's a wavy manager, man. But yeah, that's pretty much all the games for this weekend. There was midweek games, but I'm sure you guys watched it. So if not,
any thoughts on Champions League games coming this week? Any thoughts?
No thoughts. We're not in it, so I didn't go.
Shout out to Europa League.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. That music is terrible too. Oh my god. We're playing Zurich on Thursday. It's how beautiful this sounds. What is this, the Europa League one?
Nah, this is
Champions League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look how beautiful this sounds. This sounds. Oh my god, I might cry.
I can appreciate the intricacies of the voices, bro.
I ain't heard this in 5 years for Arsenal. I might cry.
Fam, you know the choir, bruv. The balance of the choir, fam. I've been appreciating the music, fam.
So let's do that. Let's
That's what we have to do, fam.
It's like some Jill producer made it. Some made it on Fruity Loops.
I hate that cheap, bro. I don't want to hear it, fam.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Some budget version of the Champions League.
It's designed to piss you off. That's what it's there for. To make sure that you never come back again. Wow.
Boy, we'll leave it on that.
Play that competition again, man.
On that note, we're out. See you on the next one.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah.